This is my gear for the Kepler Track in New Zealand for 3 days in October. So yeah, so we've got a bit of cooler weather. So I've got got 3 different jackets here. 1, 2, and that puffy ball thing over there. A couple of thermals over the end here. It's pretty much 1 layer, 2 socks, 2 underwear. I've got my enlightened equipment quilt here. It's only rated, its comfort's a little bit low, so I buff it up with these 2. This one more so, this one's kind of more just silk protector, but this is a thermal layer. Definitely adds a few degrees. It's made a big difference. It feels like I don't have to get a new sleeping bag if I pack this with this instead of just buying a warmer bag. As you can see, I don't really pack stuff sacks and dry bags. So pretty much everything I have is loose. That's just how I like to pack, mainly because of the pack over there, the Hyperlight Southwest. It is basically a giant stuff sack, and if you use bags in it, you are really missing out on the opportunity of that bag. It's so much easier just to pull this stuff out loosely. So I usually pack all bedding into this bag here. Actually came with the quilt, and it's kind of nice. It's just an ultra seal bag, so I pack all my bedding. There's a pillow up here too, just there, and I put all that into that bag at the bottom. Keeps it a little bit, it's not waterproof so to speak, but it keeps it relatively dry. If I run into problems with waterproofing, I've got down here this bag liner, so I just stick it in the bag. My pack is quite old now because I did the Pacific Crest Trail. It's not so waterproof anymore, it really isn't. So I really didn't, if it's like anything above moderate rain, I really need to put that inside it, get all my gear in that. I take an extra couple of Ziploc bags just to put electronics in, and everything else goes, yeah, pretty much in the trash bag. Got my jet boil stove. Been using these for a few years now, and I love them. I cannot part with them. Just a simple spork. I prefer a spoon personally, but this is what I have, and the fork side's okay for pasta and stuff, but it's pretty pointless other than that. So just, if you can get a spoon, but these long neck ones with the jet boil, the Cedar Summit titanium ones are really good. Generic cup, I've had these little festival cups. They're fantastic, I absolutely love them. I've had 2, I crushed one accidentally by sitting on it, but I still got this guy. Rum, essential, need it. 1 litre of water in New Zealand, you really don't need more than that. I can't think of any hike in New Zealand you need more than a litre. Honestly, there's water everywhere, and there's always huts with tanks, so not only fresh water in the streams, but you're going to get plenty of opportunity to fill up at the huts. Let's see if I can gas there. Earplugs, essential earplugs if you're staying in huts. I love trekking poles. Not everyone likes them. If you do the Pacific Crest Trail, any of the larger trails, you will understand why they're so valuable. Good for stream crossings too, and snow and balance. So I don't think there's snow, but it did snow recently. I just bought these in case. They're more of a security, peace of mind thing. My micro spikes. Always need sunnies. This is my toiletries. So the juicer spades here. It's a great little trail tool. Digging holes, cat holes. Get in deep. Get your toilet paper down so animals can't dig it up. Put some rocks on top. Best way to go. Toiletries. Basically simple. I don't pack out much. I don't do first aid. There's just no point. Couple of days, you can get medical attention. I've got stuff in the car if I need it. Sometimes I'll pack out band-aids and that, but honestly, like, I've been hiking for so long, I just never ever use them. This guy in here, bit overkill on this trip, but this is a PLB in New Zealand. It's like a safety beacon service where you can activate it and you can be rescued. I use it for backcountry stuff. This is the first time I'm actually going to bring it on a hike. I only got it recently because I want to do some more remote stuff on the Kepler Track though. It's pretty unnecessary. These are candles off season. Some of the huts don't have any candles in them, so really essential. It's my trusty camera bag. Food wise, I still got a lot of PCT habits, so my food is really going to not appeal to some people. So mashed potato, soup mix, spices, that's one dinner, fantastic. I do my pasta, where is my pasta? Over there. Pasta with a pizza sauce, and I usually buy one of these like sachets of like spaghetti mix. I ran out, so I'm going to do devil sausages. It doesn't really matter. I usually chop up some meat, so in this case I've got beef sticks or salami, and chuck that in. I love oats. I can do them forever and for breakfasts with my coffee. I've actually got a coffee press thing in my Jetboil, and I use ground coffee. A few snacks, salts of salt when you're hiking. You want chips, pretzels, anything like, yeah, it's really good. Backup, I don't really need it, but it's just backup. Snacks, lunch. I don't normally take fruit, but I don't have a tent or anything on this hike because I'm doing hut hiking, so you can just bring a bit of extra weight. But yeah, my sweetened condensed milk. Not a lot of people are going to go for that, but I use that for milk replacement. I'm so sick of the powders that I use that, and it is fantastic. It's sweetened, so they don't need sugar. It's great. Microfiber towel, a bit unnecessary in this one because I'm not going to be swimming, it's too cold, but I like it. It doesn't weigh that much. Headlamp up in the back here. There's a cave up on this hike, so I can't wait to use that. That'd be awesome. Crocs, good for huts. My shoes stink all the time, so just being able to change out and not actually upset everyone with my stinky shoes. They're good for me. 2 pairs of socks, one nice big thick one for hiking in, and this is one of my, I've had these ones since the start of my trip last year in the PCT in Patagonia. They were my bed socks. They kind of become hiking socks. They got a bit of holes in them, but they're just like ones I walk around the hut with. And a buff. I absolutely love a buff, mainly for sun protection, but they also go for the cold. You put it around your chin, your nose, and a hat. I got a big Tilly hat, but I won't need it for this one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides my camping gear, my tent and that, it's the only thing I don't have. My bedding and tent and this piece of tieback I'm not going to take with me, but I'll put that under my tent. That's pretty much what gear I'm taking on a 3-day hiking trip in New Zealand.